abandon all hope. You who enter here, for you have entered Dante's Inferno.
Canto 10. Level of the Inconsiderate. The gates of Dis have shown that hell would try by all means to keep me from reaching my goal, to the light of God and to Beatrice. We've descended down further to level 6 of the Inferno. During my descent, I see the once proud king Agamemnon being strapped down to a table, where a tall black-cloaked reaper takes his scythe and cuts the man in half. His legs were thrown into the marshland, where hands crept up from the cesspool of mud and excrement and devours them. The reaper then takes the king's spine and disposes that into the same marsh. Disgusted and horrified, I asked my guide Virgil, what sort of sin would condone such punishment?
Dante, welcome to the 6th level of hell, the level for the inconsiderate. These damned souls have lived their lives in pride and selfishness, not caring about others nor the harm they bestowed upon them.
While Virgil was informing me of the deeds these men have done, Agamemnon was forced to bite down on a piece of rope, while demons nailed his jaws shut.
2 sins exist on earth that could turn a man into what you see before you.
Virgil, please tell me, what are these sins of which you speak, so I may not suffer the same fate as this once proud king of Greece?
Well, Agamemnon's sin of choice was that of sloth, Dante. What he would do is sit at his throne and watch his men take their lives for his own selfish gain.
We followed the demons dragging Agamemnon by the rope now permanently in his mouth. We see he is tied to the very horse-drawn carriage he rode in his life, only this time he is the horse. Out of the marshes come souls wearing ancient Greek armor. They are the souls that died because of him and his sin. The dead soldiers are now piling into the carriage.
This man, born into power, refused to stand up to aid his fellow man. Now he is unable to simply do that. Stand up. He is forever doomed to carry the weight of his consequences to the shoreline miles further down.
Virgil points to me where all the sinners are dragging themselves. As we get closer, it appears to be a beach of a purple ocean. On our way there, we see many more sinners dragging these carriages of the souls they are responsible for in their demise. Virgil points to me one that is unfamiliar to me. He's an elderly man, and he's dragging a carriage full of men, women, and children of a myriad of different ethnicities. I asked my guide, Virgil, what was this man's actions that allowed the death of women and children?
The same action as Agamemnon, Dante. Nothing. This man hasn't even been born yet, but his fate is sealed already from this action yet to come. His name is George Walker Bush. He was not born into power like Agamemnon. He was elected for, voted for. In the future, a great disaster will occur that will cause the southern part of his territory to fall into a great flood. His sin would postpone a rescue for those poor souls, causing more of them to die. For that, his soul is already residing with the other sloths.
We reached the shore of the purple ocean. It passed the horizon but was nonetheless the most beautiful and eloquent location in hell. This is what all the sloths drag themselves to.
You shall meet the other sinners now, but you must reach the other side of the ocean first.
Just then, a sudden wave has swept over me and dragged me further into the water. The undercurrent dragged me into the deep, where my vision went black.
Canto 11. Inconsiderate through vanity.
I awake at the side of a cliff, at the mouth of a cave. Virgil appears to me and says,
Here you must enter to follow deeper into the Inferno, and it is here where the other sinners lie. They are guilty of vanity. They have had so much pride for themselves and their bodies that they are unable to consider the consequences of their actions towards others.
I walk further into the cave, and my first sight I see the Greek and Roman goddesses Aphrodite and Venus, morphed together at the waist, brushing each other's hair in front of a mirror made from a frame of gold and jewel encrusted. I move closer and turn to see their reflection, and I fell ill at the sight. For every clump of hair taken out of their brush in person, the reflection shows their scalp being pulled off, revealing their skull. The two goddesses turn to me and say,
How dare you look at our reflection and judge us? You are just a mere mortal, while we are eternal beauty.
I ran from them to get to the end of the cave, but I stumble into another horrifying sight. I see men and women being dragged to large hooks on the ceiling. The heads of the sinners are pierced by those hooks and left swinging there. The demons then grab knives and cut open their backs. They start ripping out everything in their bodies. Organs, bones, even muscle is now strewn across the cavern floor. The bodies are then left swinging, now nothing but skin. They are still alive and suffer to be mere decoration in this cavern of death. Their sounds of sorrow fill the cavern. Virgil appears from behind and explains,
These sinners showed so much pride with their outer beauty that nothing remained inside worth longing for. So in death, they are rewarded with what they showed off to the world, and nothing more.
Virgil moves to another sinner I've never laid eyes on before.
Here is another sinner from another time further on. His name is Kanye Omari West. He had shown so much pride in himself that he doomed his soul for his actions later in life. He'll never realize how much pain he'll cause.
Me and Virgil walk past other skins left to swing in this cave for all of eternity, one of which I recognize to be Adam's first wife, Lilith, who refused to be submissive to Adam. Her pride in her beauty and independence led her to sleep with the archangel Samael. Now she hangs in perpetual darkness with the other sinners. Me and Virgil see the end of the cave and head straight towards it. It gets colder as we approach closer to our goal.